What went through your mind?
I guess we were just both very surprised that this was a question, you know, do you want to have a movie about your whole life? But it was, I don't know, it just felt right because it was these guys. I say it all the time, but I don't really think it would have happened if it wasn't for them, so thank you.
So, Chad and Dave, how did you make this happen? What was the seed of this film?
I actually interned at Sesame Workshop many years ago and was sitting at a Rangers game with some friends and was telling them how I used to intern there, and she said, "Oh, I'm actually related to CAROLL SPINNEY." And I said, "I don't know who that is." And she proceeded to fill me in and make me look kind of stupid. And so I told these guys, and we thought it would be a really interesting movie, and we were really lucky because Deb had also been documenting everything, as though there was going to be a documentary about them at some point in the future.
You have so much extraordinary archival footage in here. Can you talk about pulling some of that together and any special finds that, along the way?
Yeah, well, in the first box was the Muppet Family Christmas behind the scenes, which was absolutely amazing. And then the boxes just kept coming and coming and coming, and there were so many amazing treasures in there, and photos after photos and photos. But there was also mixed in that, like, you know, like 3-hour-long trip through New Zealand where they're just shooting out the window.
Couldn't use it all.
But even in there, you would find these little great moments, you know, of like Carol running down the hill and falling and rolling and laughing, and you know, it just perfectly sums up. And Deb laughing in the back, you know, laughing in the background.
I believe it's on purpose.
Yeah. So there were gems everywhere, you know. Even
Carol, one of the things that's interesting about this film is you get a sense of the generation of you who started out Sesame Street, and we also see in the film like this younger generation who is kind of taking the baton from you. Can you talk about the successive groups of people who have kept Sesame Street growing and being meaningful for contemporary audiences?
I was amazed right from the start when Jim hired me. You mentioned Children's Television Workshop, and somehow I thought I was going to work with him in a little workshop. I would have done anything. It was Jim Henson. And so I really assumed puppets would be involved, or we were building them or something. I did help build them in the early days. But we were working so many long hours, I didn't really need to go across town and start repairing them and working on puppets. I'm not as good as those puppet builders. Look at you see. And Big Bird, the funny thing is, you saw how awful he looked at the began. And, but I still use the same head. It's just, it gets decorated much more beautifully. And, everybody seemed to help. We were, it was sort of a brand new thing for all of us to do a show like that. It almost seemed like an amateur show when it began, but it was so pure and well-meaning. I think that's what made it work.
My 4-year-old son sitting in the front row, and he was wondering what is in your duffel bag here.
Oh, all right. Maybe Deb will help with that.
That's my fault, I put them away, sorry.
Doesn't work that way, does it? You know, we've had some funny moments when, in the early days, and the stage manager would just point to the puppets and say, "You're on." But the puppeteers can't see anything from them, and Ernie is just standing there like, "What?"
Let's take some questions from the audience. Who's right here?
Thank you.
Has Oscar seen the movie and what is Oscar?
No, they keep me stuffed in that bag. Some way to treat a star. He also gets a ride of the overhead bin, too. I kind of like that part.
Who's got a question? Yeah, right here.
First of all, beautiful, beautiful, wonderful movie. Thank you. Thank you guys. And Carol, Carol, and thank you. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication. When will the DVD be?
So, you, by the way, you're the first audience in the United States of America to see the film. So, do tell us what's next for this film.
Yeah, of course. We are in the process of talking with some distributors now who got a chance to see the film and responded well to it. There will definitely be a DVD, and it'll actually be loaded with a lot of extra stuff, primarily amazing stuff from Deb. Deb, I know you have some family in the audience, so do you want to talk about the one special thing that you are very happy to have on the DVD?
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. My dad, his name is Gene Gilroy, wrote a song. He's a musician, and he wrote a song for Big Bird to sing. It was a lullaby, and Big Bird sang it at the Sesame Street 30th wrap party. And my father was there playing a beautiful big white grand piano, and Big Bird sang the song as beautifully as you've ever done anything. And my father said it was one of the happiest days of his life. And it's beautiful, especially at the end when he leans down, and Big Bird leans down to Daddy, and he kind of looks up at him, and he gives the best smile, best smile ever. And why it's an extra special treasure that we could share with everybody is because 2 months later, my dad was gone. So it's wonderful that he could play forever. So it's great.
It was a beautiful song. It's not that easy being green. Oh, wrong song, nut. That face. Oh, yes. You can fly, little children. You can fly to the sky. That's enough.
All right, this little person right here. The question was, do you control Oscar the same way you control Big Bird?
Yes, I do. Don't tell my secrets. But he is. He's a puppet. I am. Not all the time. Actually, I'm the puppet sometimes when he's around.
Gentleman on the aisle here.
Thank you very much for the movie, and thank you for coming. Just a quick question for Carol and Deb. What are your most vivid memories for my special episode of all time, Christmas Eve on Sesame Street? Do you have any special memories from that particular episode? Is that your favorite episode?
Which one?
Christmas Eve on Sesame Street.
Well, there's some lovely moments in that, but I think that probably in a way the best scene we ever did was the death of Mr. Hooper. Yes, right. And he had icicles hanging from his nose or his beak, and it was a really great movie. I mean, it was a Christmas thing. It's shown almost every year. I've got a gripe about it. What is it? Well, I know what you're going to talk about. It's about the, of course you do. Well, they did the Michael Bublé Christmas special 2 years ago, and I was going to sing I Hate Christmas, but they wouldn't let me sing it. They said it's not a nice song. Well, they show that show every year, and I sing I Hate Christmas in it. So that's all.
All right, let me fix right over here on the aisle. Can you talk about any other memories of Jim Henson that aren't touched upon in the film?
Yeah, we had 20 wonderful years. Yes, he had he had ordered a Lotus Elite. It was a a two-door convertible, or was it not a convertible, but it was this great sport car. And he had painted Kermit the Frog green. And so they even had pop-up round eyes for headlights. And they put the pupils on it with the little line going through it, like Kermit eyes. And the day he was going to pick up, they went over to get it, but it was not there. It had been just stolen. And they robbed a bank with it and caught it. 2 hours later, the car was in Jim's hands with a nice history already. Success for the Bobbies. They caught the guys right away. So we had a ride in it.
He drove fast.
We'd go 60 miles an hour between lights. We liked adventure in this.
Question right here in the hat. So the question is about the Kickstarter campaign. A lot of the film was funded through crowdfunding appeal to fans. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We had first met with Carol and Deb in 2009, and we took the idea to a number of places, and people, when people who have money want to get involved, they tell you what to do with it. And so we didn't want to do that because we love Carol and Deb and wanted to tell the story that we knew was the story to tell. And so we went to Kickstarter. Crowdfunding really started to gain some momentum, and I think the best part of it for us was that Carol and Deb were so willing to participate in the rewards. We just did a video chat with some of our backers who had pledged for that. And I think it's been really fun for them. These guys don't really do email or computers. They started texting, which is awesome. And so yeah, for them to meet and interact with fans on that way was like a really cool byproduct of Kickstarter. But for us, I mean, speaking for the three of us and our families, we wouldn't have been able to do this without Kickstarter. So if you're a Kickstarter supporter, come and talk to us afterwards and we'll give you a hug.
How many Kickstarter supporters in the audience?
Thank you, Kickstarters.
Thank you. Take another question. So whoever that lady's pointing at back there. Oh, there's a puppet to it.
Stand up with it. Well, the bright light's right in our eyes, so it's hard to see. Are there people there?
Well, why don't you come on down here. Come down here.
So I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done over the course of your long and wonderful career, for just everything you've done, inspiring guys like him to create guys like me, and just following the legacy. And Deb, thank you for help keeping him going, and your part in that. And just we can't wait to see all that comes next. Thank you so much.
Never thank a grouch. But that's a good puppet. And we had one time a young fellow came and he brought he said, "Can I show you my puppet?" And so I said, "Sure." So we had a chance to show him, and he said, "Hello, Nelson, how are you?" And his puppet was extremely interesting, like yours, and it did look like it was a regular human. And he said, "I'm fine, David." He said, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm here in New York with you." And I said, "Don't you think with looking like that, he'd have a different voice?" "Oh, I'm using a different voice." "Oh, okay, do your voice." "Hi, I'm David." and then so I looked at Nelson. Nelson said, "And I'm Nelson." I said, "They sound rather similar to me." You got a good voice there. Now, if you wanted to, I just want to say, those who are interested in puppets, I really recommend joining the Puppeteers of America. You can find it on the internet. And if I hadn't joined, I wouldn't be here. So when you're with other puppeteers, you learn things from them, and you're inspired by them, and it's helped me get here.
See another furry creature back there if you want to.
I see a puppet.
Come on down. This is the last question.
Well, first of all, Carol, I just want to say thank you so much for everything you've done to Sesame over the years. Big Bird was my favorite Muppet as a kid, and now as an adult, Oscar is my favorite Sesame character.
Well, why don't you face the audience so they can see your face?
Oh, yeah. So, Oscar, I actually have a question for you.
Or me?
Yes.
Well, I might answer it.
Now, we know Kermit has his difficulties with being green. Is it easy for you to be green?
Yeah, it's easy, because it's moss. Very good. I'd say thank you, except I never say that. I'm a grouch.
I want to remind you all that tomorrow we'll be back here at MKA for The Wizard of Oz, a special 75th anniversary screening of Wizard of Oz. We encourage people to come in costume. Another film I want to plug tonight, because I think it has a great creative spirit of a young person in it, No Cameras Allowed, the last film here tonight at 9:45. The filmmaker Marcus Haney is here with us. He made this film in his early 20s. He's probably still in his early 20s. And about sneaking into music festivals. It's got a great rebellious spirit to it. There's all kinds of great films today and tomorrow. Thank you very much for coming to Montclair Film Festival. Thanks especially to the